guys, so I went onto Twitter and asked you to ask me questions for a Q&A because I get asked a lot of the same questions like all the time, and I'm kind of tired of responding to the same questions. So here will be kind of a database of a question that you probably have. I will answer it in here, and if you're not following me on Instagram or Twitter, definitely do. I'm very active on them. I'm always tweeting. I'm always doing like live stories or posting on my Instagram story. I know this is really bad self-promo, but please follow me if you're not already, and you won't miss out on things like this. So I'm gonna start reading some questions and answering them because that's how a Q&A works. The first thing I'm going to answer before I even look at any questions actually is what is my major? I get this question on almost actually probably 100% of the videos that I post. So I attend Temple University. It is in Philadelphia, and my major is in advertising. What advertising is basically a segment of marketing. So whenever I say advertising, people are like, it's like marketing, right? And I'm like, yes, no, they play into each other. It's essentially, just think of all of the ads that you see everywhere. You probably have like 3 ads around this video. You probably watched an ad before this video. You go around, you see billboards, you see posters, all of that stuff. That's what I'm doing. So I'm in the account management branch, which essentially just manages an advertising agency as a whole. It overlooks the creative parts, it overlooks the media planning and the statistical parts. It kind of just, it's the account manager, you know, it's the manager. And I'm also minoring in psychology. It really has nothing to do with advertising. It's just more to fuel my interest in psychology. I love psych. It's just so interesting and fascinating to me, and I wanted to continue learning about it, so I'm like, hey, why not do a minor in it? Tips on finding motivation. I get this question a million bajillion times a day. I think just the way I present myself on YouTube and kind of what my content is about, it seems like I'm the most motivated, successful, amazing person ever. Okay, that's a little bit of a stretch, but like, I think people think I'm like the motivation queen, and I'm not motivated all the time. I'm motivated maybe like 70-80% of the time, but that's because I find things that I like to do and I just do them. Okay, if you don't feel like going to the gym, just get your butt up and go to the gym, and then once you're there and you start, you know, walking on a treadmill or doing some squats, then you'll find that motivation to keep going. And I just always think about the end result, how good I'm gonna feel once that thing is completed. You're never gonna regret doing a workout or going to the gym. You're never gonna regret doing your homework early or getting that project done early. Like, what I find for motivation is just getting things done and being productive overall. And sometimes you literally have to drag yourself out of bed. Like this morning, all I wanted to do was stay in bed, but I'm like, no, I told myself I was going to do these things, so I literally like dragged myself out of bed and I just did them, and now I feel so much better. So I use that good feeling to constantly motivate myself for later events. What's your favorite store to shop at? I have to say Forever 21. Anytime I wear something from Forever 21 that's like a little bit more of a statement piece or that's like specifically cute, I always get compliments on it, and people are like, oh my god, where'd you get those pants or that shirt? And I'm literally like, Forever 21. It was probably under $20. And majority of my clothes are from Forever 21 because I'm the type of person that kind of buys new clothes each year, so I don't like to spend a lot of money on them, and I don't want to feel bad when I like donate them or get rid of them the next year. So Forever 21, it's a medium quality. Let's be honest, you're not going to get the best quality ever, but that's okay. It's going to last you a solid year or two, and they're always on trend, so you're always looking cute. And then otherwise, some other good stores I like are American Eagle, Garage, I like Tilly's, Charlotte Russe, kind of those. Mostly Forever 21 though. I'm also sick, so I'm sorry if I sound sick. I'm very nasally and very stuffed up. I can't even stand listening to myself, so who knows why I'm filming an all talking video right now. What is your favorite type of workout to do? Now, if I'm gonna say overall, it's definitely gonna be legs and butt workout, just because that's just the most satisfying to me. That's what I like working on the best. But it really just depends on my mood that day. Like yesterday, I went to the gym and I was expecting to do a leg workout, but I got there and I was like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing this. So I did an arm workout and it ended up being really good, and I really liked doing it. So it's kind of just whatever mood I'm in that day. And you know, sometimes I'm really in the mood to run, and then I'll run on the treadmill for like 20-30 minutes, and I'll stand back and I'm like, oh my god, how did I just do that? And then other days I'll look at the treadmill and like want to cry. So kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. How do you save money? So for me personally, I have two sources of income. I work at Target. It's really not that much of an income because I am in college and I work less than I would normally, and then I make money off YouTube. So when I get my Target paychecks, what I do is I leave about like 30% of that paycheck in my bank account, and then I take the rest out in cash. The thing is, for me, I don't really check my bank account balance. Like, I have a general idea of what's in there, but by taking it out in cash, I have a physical limit to how much I can spend. So anytime you can get cash or take things out in cash, I feel like that it really limits my spending habits. And I'm not the type of person that spends a lot of money either. Like, if I'm spending money, it's probably on food. Like, I don't go out and buy a lot of clothes or a lot of things. So it's not that hard for me to like save money in the first place. But when I am in the spending mood, when I take it out in cash, I'm like, okay, well, I only have $100. Do I really need that shirt, or do I really need that? And then by the end of the week, whatever cash I have left, I'll just put it in a jar and I won't touch it. And then that money I have saved for whenever a big event comes up or something I really want comes up, and now I have this kind of stored money to buy it. And then with my YouTube income, honestly, I get that once a month and it goes straight into my savings account. I don't touch it until a big event comes up, like my trip to Scotland. I am using my YouTube income that I've earned to pay for that, because I don't take anything out from that. I just save it and I use it for important things, or like if I had to pay my taxes, so I use that stored money from YouTube to do those important things. That was a lot of talking. Next question is, would I ever get a tattoo? And this is an 100% yes. I love tattoos. I would get something very small and minimal, like I'm that type of person, but something I can like hide easily, but that means something special to me. I'm actually planning on getting a tattoo maybe for my next birthday or the birthday after that, but I definitely want one. I have one that I know I want for sure, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know when I'm gonna get it. So yes, I would definitely get a tattoo. If your house were burning down and your entire family was safe, which 3 items would you save? Now I'm assuming my dogs are safe too. They're pretty smart. They would get out. I would definitely grab my laptop. I would grab my camera, and hopefully the tripod's attached, so like they come one in the same. And probably like my current journal or something like that, or some sort of book or whatever I'm working on in the moment. But definitely my MacBook and my camera, because I kind of find those irreplaceable. I use those every single day of my life. If you could only wear one item of makeup for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Now this is hard because it's between brows and mascara, because when I have my brows on and no mascara, I look like a boy. And then when I have mascara on and no brows, I just don't look complete. Like, I don't look like myself. I would maybe choose brows though, because then I could just kind of curl my lashes and hope for the best. What's your Hogwarts house? So I'm definitely a Potterhead. I love Harry Potter. I've read the books about 2.5 times, and I've watched all the movies and everything. I would say I'm Ravenclaw. I did take the Pottermore test and was put in Ravenclaw, and I definitely think I am, because I look for solutions to things, and I just kind of feel like I embody the Ravenclaw-ness. I feel like it's a little bit of everything, you know? Like Gryffindor is like, yeah, they're brave, but like sometimes they're stupid. And Slytherins are smart, but sometimes they're stupid. I feel like Ravenclaw is just kind of a good thing. Look, I'm wearing blue to represent it. What do you imagine your future apartment looking like? Ugh, guys, I've only dreamed every day of my life about what my future apartment will look like. Okay, so I can live in a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment. Either of that works for me. Let's just say a 1-bedroom though. You walk in, it's bright, it's light, it's white, it's airy. There's big floor-to-ceiling windows, possibly an exposed brick wall, because I love that. It's kind of a mix between industrial and modern, because I do like exposed brick and I like exposed metal, but I also like the sleek modern look, but I don't want it to look stark, you know, like I want it to look comfortable. So there'll be like fluffy pillows and blankets and stuff like that. Kitchen, necessity kitchen is the way to my heart, so like that has to be up to date and top notch. I either prefer really dark wood cabinets or white cabinets, some sort of marble quartz countertop. And you know, bedroom's the same, white, bright, light, airy, very minimal colors. Yeah, it's kind of sad how much I've imagined this. I can literally see it in my mind right now. And of course there's a little puppy running around. Like, that's the most important part. If you could travel anywhere, where would you want to go? My top location, like my dream destination, would be Greece. Just from all of the pictures I've seen, and I watch a lot of like travel diaries and stuff, Greece just seems like my paradise. I love the beach, I love the ocean, I love just that chill vibe, and I love the buildings and the architecture and the colors, and I just love everything about Greece. And I can just imagine a vlog series called Reese in Greece. Like, come on. I also really want to go to like Italy, I want to go to Australia or New Zealand, because just a lot of like YouTubers and influencers are from there, and I want to kind of see how their lifestyles are. I'm going to Scotland this summer, but I also want to visit like Britain and all of that. So yeah, I honestly will go anywhere. How tall am I? I get this question randomly every once in a while. I'm 5'7", a little bit maybe taller than 5'7", and I'm actually taller than the majority of my friends. Like, I think 5'7" is a pretty average height, but I guess all my friends are just short. Living in a city, I never not hear sirens. How do you pick your major in college? So for me personally, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted. I knew I wanted to go into something that involved graphic design, yet working with people, yet some sort of business aspect. Basically a major where I could work for a company and kind of make my way to the top, or I could work for myself and still earn money. So advertising just kind of ended up being the right thing for me. But for those people that really have no idea what they want to do, I recommend just going into college and starting off with your gen ed courses, maybe declaring like undecided, because they are going to give you resources to kind of figure out what your interests are and what you do like, or maybe what you excel in. So maybe you're looking at the options and none of them you're like really excited by, but if you kind of dip your toe into different things and see that maybe you excel at something or you're interested in something, even if it's not a doctor, even if you're not a lawyer, like, it doesn't matter. If you figure out that you're really interested in art or film or something like that, then go ahead and pursue it. Like, as long as you're going to be happy in the end and you can get a career out of it, that's really all that matters. What has been my favorite thing about college so far? I think just the fact that it gives me independence. I've always been a very independent person. I got my first job at 16. I bought myself a car. I have made myself my own meals since like 14. And I think just kind of being away from home, although I do like coming home every once in a while, just really helps me work on myself and work on my own personal skills and whatnot. And I really like living in a skyscraper. I really like that. And I don't know, I think it's just being able to do my own thing on my own time. All right, last question I'm gonna answer is, if any color could describe you, what would it be? Now, for me, my favorite colors are kind of like warm tones, like yellows and pinks and peaches and stuff like that. I think a color to describe me would be like a nude pink peach color. Like, I'll try to like put a color up on the screen, because it's like fresh and bright, but also like sophisticated. Like, you compare it with black, you compare it with white, you compare it with nude. I'm thinking in the sense of clothes, but I think it's just like a really staple color that you don't see frequently, but you always know is gonna work. So yeah, if that could describe me, I think. Or black. Black like my soul. Alright, that is it for my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I answered questions that you possibly have asked or you have been wondering. And if you want me to do more Q&As or whatever, definitely let me know. I'm, once again, always on Instagram, and I do live feeds probably like once or twice a week where I do answer a lot of questions. So make sure to follow me on my social media, and otherwise I hope you all have a wonderful day or a night wherever you are. Peace.